chapter 24. Do me a favor this morning. If you are here and you are between the ages of 12 and 18, would you raise your hand, please? Would you look around? You know what statistics say about you? They vary, but they say that anywhere between 60 and 80% of you who are here today, once you graduate, you aren't going to be here anymore. At least for a year. Yes, you might come back one day, maybe. At most, only 50% ever come back. You might come back. You don't want to chance it, but at least 60%, at least, won't be here anymore. I tell you this morning, I am humbled to be here. Joshua chapter 24, and we are going to read that plaque verse this morning, starting verse 14. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. Choose you this day. This day, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the people answered and said, God forbid we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. For the Lord our God, he it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt and the house of bondage, in which those did great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. And the Lord drave out from before us all the people, even the Amorites which dwelt in the land. Therefore we also will serve the Lord, for he is our God. And Joshua said, listen to what he said to the people. He said unto the people, ye cannot serve the Lord, for he is an holy God, and he is an jealous God, and he will not forgive your transgressions or your sins. If ye forsake the Lord and serve strange gods, and he will turn and do you hurt. Brother Castle preached on that last night. He will turn and he will do you hurt and consume you after that he hath done you good. He said you cannot serve the Lord now. Now don't get it wrong. He's not saying you don't have the freedom to, and he's not saying you do not have the option to. They had the command to. He's saying, I know the statistics. I know your track record. I remember the day I came down and I heard the sound of your idolatry when you took all of the things that you had off your wrist and off your ears, and you made that golden calf. I remember that. I remember all the times you complained in the wilderness and went after other gods. I remember when you followed after Balaam. I remember it. I remember it. I remember it. You know what they did? They said, no, 3 times. We will serve the Lord 3 times. Yeah. Listen, you know what they did? They served the Lord until they graduated from Joshua. Look down at verse number 31. And Israel served the Lord all the days of Joshua. But you know what happened after they graduated from Joshua? Every man started doing what was right in his own eyes. Can I tell you, it only takes the wrong phone call on a Monday to take the shout from you that was in you on Sunday. It only takes one party. It only takes one drink. It only takes one click. It only takes one sweet whisper. It only takes giving heed to one false teacher. You know what you need to do today? It is great that you are here, but you need to choose to serve the Lord. Choose to remain. Get it resolved in your heart today that tomorrow you will serve the Lord.